That was Afraid Of by Kennedy Rowe, which was released earlier this year. What was the reaction to that? What was some of the feedback you got from Afraid Of?
It was interesting, right? Because we were in quarantine, so it was totally different. Mm-hmm. And really, the lifespan was not what it normally is, obviously, quarantine. But I think people were able to kind of see a little bit of a different side of me, slightly. So it was appreciated.
Yeah, but how? Yeah, that's crazy. How was releasing a song during quarantine? Like how do you set up for that kind of release?
I mean, well, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I just thought about dropping it.
Just put it out.
One night I felt afraid, and I just said, I'm gonna submit it.
I was like, it's time.
Okay, cool.
And like when I put out music like that, it's always a blessing to get any type of love, right? Because it's not like I'm going into it with any expectation. Mm-hmm.
So when you dropped that, and because since then it's been a big wait, and now you're back again, and between that time, what did you want to drop more, or did you just say, let me just take a break?
Yeah, I was off it. Honestly, in my heart, I knew I wasn't done making music, but if you had asked me, I was done making music.
Wow.
I was like, I was on my other shit. I was like, I'm gonna stick to my sculptures. I'm gonna do all my other stuff because. I had a little back and forth with me and music during quarantine, and now we here. So,
okay. You just touched on something. Sculptures.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know this about you, but she's like a multidisciplinary artist. She can do a lot of different things. So I'm going to let her explain to you what she means by when she says she does sculptures. Like break it down. But what she told me back in the day, I bend steel. Literally is what she told me once day. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, you literally said that one day.
What?
And then you broke it down for me. This was like a while ago. But
I must have been fucking with you.
You were.
Okay, I was like, why would I say that?
So break down when you say sculptures, break down what you do outside of music.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, when I was 11, my dad taught me how to weld, so I learned it all from my dad. And he kind of he put me on with all his artist friends and connects and everything. Yeah, just be making sculptures, and I was doing a lot of custom work before I went to LA, just custom metal fabrication. There's a lot of city art, like we got some stuff at City Hall, Harvard High School.
So you don't know about this, man. This is
there's city art all around the city, but I haven't actually been forthcoming with the fact that I do that
until now.
Yeah, because I don't know. I always felt like people tell you got to specialize in this and this and that. But when it comes to art, I just think we need to drop those barriers. There's no box. You just create. And so quarantine 2020 has, it helped me get outside the box and be like, I got to do what makes me happy in every single way. Just create.
So would you say, first, what type of sculptures do you do? Is it more abstract? Is it more realism? What type? What's the typical Kennedy Rowe sculpture?
Well, so far, in the past, it's just been a lot of custom stuff for a lot of other people. So I'll get hired.
Specific stuff that they want you.
Yeah, at, what is that place? City Hall. Mm-hmm. There's a lion and a lamb. And it's like a big 18-foot lion and lamb.
Where's that? Outside?
Yeah, in the law garden.
That's yours?
Yeah. Well, it's not mine, but I worked on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's the one right next to the stage, right outside of the entrance in Nathan Phillips Square there. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't even know that. Yo, that's dope.
I know. That's what I was like, what am I doing? I need to, let people know what's up. But
that's cool.
But so now I've been working on a few different art shows for 2021. Yeah. Of course, we got to see how COVID and everything goes. But I've just been thinking of really kind of out there concepts. I've been thinking about time. I've been thinking about gravity and space and all these different types of things. So they kind of turn into stuff. I don't want to say too much, right? Because
no, it's cool.
I want people to come to my art shows.
Don't give us all the heat. Yeah.
I could see that in a Nuit Blanche kind of, like you having something like a Nuit Blanche kind of thing.
One of these days, I would love to.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dope. Tommy, you got it?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up something you said before with Afraid Of, and you said you wrote that song for yourself. Yeah. And I've just been watching, I've just been seeing a lot of media and how they portray women and how women, the context of stuff that women talk about. And there's a lot of stuff that is for men. It's I need a man, or this man hurt me, or something about a man. It's always that thing. So like to hear you say like I made this song for me, I feel like we really need more of that, and we need more empowerment for women within the R&B community, because not every day you have to cry about a man. Like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to be that you want to self-motivate yourself and like self-motivate yourself. That's the same thing. But like you want to do that for yourself. So it's like dope that you're doing that. And like being a woman in this industry, because I know you probably have heard it all. Like I've seen it when I promote you and like everyone's like Rihanna or this person. Anyone that's a woman basically. And they try to make that comparison. So like how's it been like just navigating as a woman in the industry?
Gosh damn. That's a loaded question. I'm like, where do I start?
Like how
it's been interesting. Shit, you know what? It wasn't until I didn't realize. Okay, when I first started making music in Toronto, I went through like a whole bunch of fuckery, you know, with the little boys and you know all that type of shit. Being like a young girl, I was super super shy, as you know, Drew, very shy. So yeah,
I used to call it the disappearing angel. We'll show up at events.
That's a bar.
Yo, where's Megan?
I was out. I cut.
Wait, Will, and I text her, yo, I'm home. I'm like, what the?
So yeah, there's just been a lot of like, you know, a lot of fuckery because I, you know, being a young woman and stuff like that. But it wasn't until when I was in LA that I really took in like, wow, women, we really be getting treated differently. Because when it came down to meeting labels and stuff like that, there was this pressure that I had to wear makeup. I had to look a certain way. I was supposed to be grateful that these people wanted to take the time out of their busy days to interact with me or anything. And then when I saw the other men, boys, on the label,
talk your shit.
You know, and like they would miss their label meetings. They would show up smelling like a homeless person, like not showering for a week, and they were praised for it, you know. And they're like, "Yo, how much money do you want? We're signing them right now. This, that." So, you know, I wasn't accepted just as I was or as I am, and that's when I really realized, like, yeah, there's some real gender fuckery going on over here in the music industry.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how has that helped you, like when it comes to making your team and like the people you interact with? Has that changed like who you talk to, what meetings you go to,
100%.
Who do you put on your team? Are you trying to bring in more women and empower them? Like something I did in R&B Radar is like when we first started our staff, I was like, I want all women on my staff because they're the ones that keep on putting me on the music. Like any artist I can think of, this girl put me on to that artist or this girl put me on to that artist. So I was like, it's only right that if I'm going to start this business and like really take it on, that I have a woman's touch. So
that's dope.
When it comes to making your team, do you think about that or do you just look at who can do the best job or something like that?
I mean, for sure, I wanted or had intended on, you know, just mostly women. But at the same time, like, we got to go with what's right. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I think to follow up on that, I remember sitting in on a session with you. And this is a story that really struck me when I spoke about it. It's like we were just talking, and it was a female engineer.
Yeah.
And you literally stopped and you looked at her, and she took it in. Shout out to Angie in DC.
Shout out to the GOAT.
That's the first time
You
I
literally
feel
stopped. You looked at her, and you go. In all my years, I've never been in a room with a female engineer.
Yeah.
And you literally just stopped and you looked at it. So that when you said that, I knew it meant a lot to you.
Oh, yeah.
So how does that make you feel when there's people in the room, like when there's a woman in the room? Because that doesn't normally happen. How did that make you feel? What was that experience like?
I was like dumbfounded. I didn't know how to feel. Honestly, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I had to take it in a few times. Like, you know, and I didn't want to like emphasize like, oh my God, you're a female and you're recording me. But the energy was different. Like that was undeniable. So it was real special too.
Cool,
you know,
cool.
and even little things where I was just like, okay, I'm not comfortable with this or this or this or that. And she was just like, yes. What you want is what goes. And it's like that type of support no offense to like the males and stuff, but it's like
it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
And so when I experienced that, I was really just like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
I had the honor to sit in on that session for a little bit, and like I was just amazed on the vibe, like because like I don't want to talk shit about men because I am a man, but like when it came to like the whole vibe and just how you would speak to each other, and like there was like no ego, there was nothing. It just felt like just like what is she here for? It wasn't that. It was more like let's create, let's work together, let's get a vibe, and it's just something I needed to see more of because like I was talking to Angie, and Angie was like telling me she was one of 2 people in her graduation class.
Out of like 40, 50 guys, she was one of the 2 engineers that graduated,
which is crazy.
Which are female, yeah.
And like we actually were like with her yesterday, and her teacher who was Click for that her program for production and everything. He recognized her immediately when she walked in because that's where that site is, like seeing an engineer who is a woman and does these things and does it at such a high level. So it's like just seeing that. I want to see more of that. Like I really love that energy, and there's more women being able to take control because once the scariest thing for a lot of people who want to take control of women in the industry is when a woman knows exactly what she wants. Nah, you have to do this to my vocals. You have to do this to my music. That's what scares them. And the more women who educate themselves in that way, I feel like the more power is going to be in the woman's hands.
Yeah, and I think it's more, and not just as the artist, but in like behind the scenes. I was reading something the other day. There's 2% of women are producers.
Yeah.
And it was even less for engineers or stuff like that. So even behind the scenes, they got to be most of the artists are women that we listen to. Yeah. So there's got to be more like representation there, and it goes forward there. So yeah, I definitely. Yeah, so after that, I actually saw what the impact was. Like, I never like, oh yeah, women working together. But when she actually stopped and looked at her and goes, I've never been, and you've been doing music for how long?
Years.
And you've never been in a room with a female engineer. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That alone is crazy.
And you've been like in LA, you've been in all these places, and like you haven't ran into one. It shows like, that's something that needs to change definitely. Yeah. Because like with an artist, the greatest thing you have to focus on is just the comfort of the artist. And I think people forget about that part. They're like, yo, you can just do it, just be you. And it's like, you have to have the right vibe. You have to have the right people around it. And like, that's something that really adds on to that.
Yeah. And what you said after actually meant something. I don't think you remember when you said this. You're like, she actually sat down and showed me how I can do certain stuff on my vocals if I'm recording at home.
Yeah.
Nobody ever taught her how to do that before.
Yeah.
So, and then that session wasn't even long. So for you to get that input and stuff like that spoke a lot of volumes. So
yeah.
So
it's a radical giving again, because like most engineers don't want you to know the sauce. Like, so you can go and do it for free.
Like, no. You got to come back to me. So Back Again, dropping tonight at midnight.
Yes.
You're very excited about this.
I am.
Speak to us a little bit about the obvious Back Again, but speak to us a little bit about Back Again.
Back Again. I wrote this and recorded it in January.
You gave a little bit more time for this one.
Yeah,
I did. Well, I was planning on putting it out in February.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah. And then like the world went how it went, and I was just like, you know what, like it's time to just chill out for a little bit. Let me go through quarantine like everybody else. But yeah, Back Again is a song about, okay, let me just say this. I believe in like circles, so when you meet a person, I don't think that that's by chance. And I think that that person's going to keep on circling back. It doesn't mean they have to be crazy relevant to your life or whatever, but I do believe we operate in circles. So Back Again is like that circle of a year. And I find that generally, like, when you break up, a year later, they be coming back like, oh,
a year later,
a year is like 2 days later, bro.
It could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 months, whatever. But there's something about that year mark where I don't know what triggers it, but it's like always, So that's kind of what Back Again was about.
Anybody want to put on blast? You can let us know.
No.
Okay, fine. So Back Again. So putting out Back Again. Well, what is in the future? What are some of your plans? What are you looking at doing as Kennedy Road, or
Yeah. Is there going to be new music? Do you want to?
Definitely.
Are you going to go back to sculpting? Like.
Definitely. Okay. Well, for the rest of this year, you know, obviously it's a very interesting year for releasing music. After Afraid of, it didn't really it got incredible reception, but everybody's just kind of being bombarded with a whole bunch of shit right now. And so, yeah, so, you know, you got to be kind of careful about releasing music, I think. So I feel like this year is a great time to just kind of be experimental with it. Hence Back Again, which is a new vibe. The next vibes are going to be new. I got some stuff coming in December. It's like a whole different vibe.
Wow.
But yeah, I just want to kind of experiment with stuff the remainder of this year, and then.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do right now, we're going to get into the song that's going to be released tonight at midnight. Back Again from Kennedy Road. Here it is. We're going to play you a little clip of Back Again.
This is a sneak peek.
If I don't make it back, it's because she shot me. We're back again. We're back again. We're back again. All right, so that was Back Again.
Not allowed to touch anything anymore. Not a damn thing.
I made a mistake, but we're back again. That was the song that's going to be dropping tonight at midnight from Kennedy Road.
Yes.
That was amazing vibe. Why the new sound?
I mean, I don't think, especially as like an upcoming artist, I have this wonderful ability to be experimental with it, and I'm not letting anybody down, right? Because I'm building, and the type of fans, I keep saying fans, but the type of people who listen to my music, they accept that it's just on some different shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, I really want to take advantage of that right now. I'm still finding my vibe, my flow, my everything, right? So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. People are gonna see a few more experimental vibes this year, and
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited to see how people fuck with it, because that tells me a lot about, you know, just what people like and what they don't like and stuff. So
yeah, I mean,
I really like that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Especially because like I've never heard your tone like that. You know, I've never heard in that vibe. Now I can play you like snuggling with my wife. And also I can play you in the club, like type of thing.
Word.
Like, I have to be honest. That's when I play it. So like the fact that you're coming in different bags and it's still you're in the room.
Drew, you're supposed to support this.
You're supposed to support.
You're supposed to be supportive of this.
And first of all, before I get back to that, you touching buttons like you're fucking ET over here. Fucking doing that
like
type
making
of
us
shit.
go
You give me
deaf.
looks like that.
I just said we don't need to know all the information.
I'm gonna give you all the information.
All
You
right,
have
cool.
to.
All
You
right,
have to-
cool.
It's a vibe. You have
It
to
is
know
a
when you're
vibe.
listening to R&B.
I know it's a
You have to
vibe.
use it. Listen to Kennedy Road when you're snuggling with your bae, like right there. But like when I heard that song, I was like, it made me want to get up, dance, all that stuff. So I'm excited to hear more and hear where you're gonna experiment.
Thank you.
And what other vibes you have in your pocket? Cause
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I forgot to touch on producers. Some of the producers that you work with.
Oh,
How do
yeah.
you go around selecting the producers that you work with?
She just wakes up.
Yeah, I think about it.
No. I mean, people will send me beat packs, and I feel extremely blessed as an artist to receive so many beats. And so I'll just go through it. It doesn't matter if they have a big following or anything. I generally don't even check that type of shit out until like I actually really fuck with their music. Then I'll try to look them up on Instagram.
Oh, and
most of the time, the people I end up working with have like maybe 1 or 2 pictures on Instagram. Like they're so low key, you know. And yeah, but that's what matters. Like it's just the vibe. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to ask, Tommy, before we let Miss Kennedy Road go?
No, I think I've asked everything. I was just thank you again for coming through. I love this. This was like a dream of mine, and now it happens.
Yes.
I remember when I was listening to Fallen, I was like, I'm gonna interview her one day, and now it happened. So it was like it's great. It almost happened like a year after I heard your music too. So like, it feels like everything is coming back again.
Full circle, you know?
So it's like, it's just dope. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for always supporting R&B Radar too.
Yo, thank you for always supporting me. I'm telling you, like, times I'm like, yo, they don't fuck with me. And then you're there with posting Kennedy Road.
Dropping music just all loosey-goosey. So, like, I literally just wake up one day. It's like, yeah, it's me, Kennedy Road. I just dropped a song today. And I'll be like, oh, shit. And then I'm like, okay, let's hear it. And then I try to catch up. But now that I have contacts now, hopefully I get the music before.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And I'll definitely support you.
And we'll run it on Key Radio.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course we're going to be
You
on
have no
Key
choice.
Radio.
Right now, you have no
course,
choice.
Triz.
Like, you know, you have to, like, run it on Key Radio.
It has to. It has to now.
I won't touch any more buttons, and then, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Going out of this interview, we're going to play a song that you released a video for last year.
me. Ooh.
Meant to Me.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was that for? Oh, sorry. That was the wrong question.
Damn.
That was the wrong question. What was the concept in writing the song?
Oh, my God. Actually, you know, what was that, last summer, 2019?
that summer.
Yeah, I was sad, you know. I was sad. I had a breakup right after I put out Good Love, which is kind of fucked up if you think about it.
Also, I
but-
did ask the right question. Yeah. Who was that?
So it was the summertime when I really felt like the effects of the breakup that happened right after Valentine's Day, and so I was just like,
He dropped you after the Good Love EP?
Gosh damn, Drew! why
You
did I
know,
say
you
it
gotta
like
say the
that?
name, bro. You gotta say the name, bro.
No, stop. No.
You
We're
were
not
falling,
gonna
and
do
he was
that.
like, "Yo, it's time to go." Like, what the?
It was really sad, but anyway.
Send me
Okay.
that guy on IG.
Yo,
I
we'll let him
felt
go.
it summertime, and I was like, you know, Summer Drive Part 1, it was a vibe, but I was like, yo, I got to be real with myself and real with people. So I just, for the first time, started actually like writing some super sad music, and you know, that's Meant to Me.
I love that track. Like that, like Meant to Me it's a vibe. That's a really dope vibe. And the video, like, it's a dope vibe. So what we're gonna do? Thank you again for joining us. We're gonna get into Meant to Me and then some other music. Tommy, you want to say anything else? Or you good?
Yeah, thanks for joining us on Key Radio. It's your boy Tommy Banks is here. Got everyone.
All done.
Yeah. Oh, are we done?
No, Kennedy's done. We'll come back. We'll come back with some music. We'll come back.
Yeah.
With some music.
Same for